Hello, I'm just working on the layout for a control panel, which I think some people may be interested in. I've been playing kind of contactor Tetris with it, trying to work out the optimum positioning for everything, because there's not a lot of space on this for what needs to go on it. At the moment, everything's just dropped in place, but I have started measuring dots around so I can start drawing lines in the appropriate places for the various bits of trunking and din rail. And the bits of trunking at the moment are just offcuts for space guidance, but over the next few hours it's all going to get drilled up, pieces cut to fit, and I can start putting everything in properly rather than just being rested in place as these are, and bolting everything together and wiring. You can see, you can just about see the dots, the guidance dots, where the din rails are going to go 200mm apart for these big things, and then one central one for the other items on there. And again, these are going to be 2 rails each, and a single rail for the top parts there. I mean, both those rows are going to be pretty much solid full, and be 7 contactors each, the same as the top. So that one's about in line where the end of the row will be, and then various other items, timers, positive guided relays, and the safety relay itself, emergency stop relay, in the top corner there. So anyway, I'll get on with it, and I'll keep taking photos or possibly do a time lapse as I work through it. Okay, if I can avoid headbutting the camera because it's quite low to get a decent view of this, I'll get started. Only part holes, not the final size, and the position isn't phenomenally critical as the trunking has big slots in it, and it's only plastic anyway. The slots will give a bit if something goes crashing out. This is stood on some pieces of fairly thick wood, so the drill bit cannot go through and reach the floor, and the cardboard is done to both catch stuff and protect the knees from the concrete. These are going to be full height on the side. To go to about there. This is a wondrous piece of kit. It's a Japanese pull saw. It's incredibly useful for such as this. It's also good on normal woodwork, carpentry, etc. Those two are going there, and I need some screws. file. Right. Although this panel will be in an enclosure which should be fairly well sealed, it's technically could be exposed to outdoor humidity, so I think I'm going to treat all the cut ends of this with a rust protector. Cure rust, but it also acts as a protector, I believe, before I install them. As this stuff is already zinc plate or galvanised, I don't want to treat the overall surface. I don't want to make a mess of it. I only want to do the cut ends. I think even the factory cut ends look like they may be treated, but it won't hurt just to give them a coat of this. And what I decided is just a bit of paper towel folded to give it several layers, and just enough of this stuff on it to wet it over a reasonable area. Then I'm just try dipping the end of each piece on that so it gets a coating of the stuff without going crazy. And you put them to dry. And hopefully that should do a neat job of it without going too far in. I think it's a lot neater than trying to put it on with a brush. Right, these have now all had time to dry or set or react, whatever they do. And hopefully you can see there, the cut ends have all gone black with the reaction of the rust treatment material. Interestingly, the other ends are pre-plated, by the look of it, so that it's over zinc, haven't any noticeable reaction. There's just slight traces of discoloration in occasional parts, but no black reaction. So it definitely does rely on a metallic reaction in only certain metals. Anyway, that's beside the point. So next thing is get these all put in place. So I can mark up. Those are the two longest. So that's those two. Oh, actually there's four longest, hopefully. There should be two here as well. Then two short ones there. And drill them and fit them. Fit everything. These are big heavy things, so I'm going to put plenty of screws in. Should be about right, I think. Right. Hopefully that's it. And I can now fit both the dinner rail and the trunk in. It's just really trapped anywhere. So, load more tap toilets. Right, that's that stage of construction complete.